Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. Another fantastic sales weekend, so excited, hundreds of dollars in sales. This time of year, it's the Christmas spirit. It's money, that's what it is, it's money. It makes me happy, it makes life easier. And those people that say, money doesn't bring you happiness, those people have money. That's how that works out. Because for the people that don't have all the money and need a lot more money, money does bring you happiness. At the very least, it brings you peace. First thing going out, B1B is a vintage Tupperware Servilier B1B in the Tupperware stuff. Surprise, surprise. Still getting used to that, but I will slowly but surely get used to it. And the Servilier, that's where it's at. If you have the canisters, those are worth selling. This was just on top of a Tupperware, like a sheer quart, and it had the microwave melty marks in it. It really didn't add any value because instead of being $3.50 or something like that, and I throw that in a bag, I would have had to bubble wrap it, put it in a poly bag, and not make really any more money. Because for that, I got $10.79 free shipping. $10.79 free shipping for a piece of plastic. I love that. Next thing going out is a pair of shoes. Kyrie 6 on left. And these are very easy to identify because they have this funky box. Come on. That was perfect, right? And I am not a fan of the basketball player, but I am a fan of his shoes. Michael had a pair of these in 2 different colors because they have these cool designs on the bottom. So if you're like sitting in the gym and your feet are up, it looks like some eyes looking at you. Very cool. And for that pair of shoes, $134.99 plus shipping. Those will be going through eBay Authenticity. Next thing going out, it's a book. It's actually 2 books. Moby Books, which is like popular books in these little reader editions. I had a big set of these I sold, I think 20 plus of them. And then these were duplicates that I had. And I attempted to take the sticker off one, and I said, that went terrible. And there's no way to get that off with Goo Gone or anything like that, because it'll leave a stain. They're a very papery paperback. So I left the other sticker on there, reduced the price. Whoever's getting that's getting it to read. They probably don't care that much. $9 free shipping. They're also searching for a bargain because they were $11.99. They paid $9. Good to go. Just something while I'm thinking of it. I did not a thrift haul, I went to an estate sale, and I went through the stuff I got, and, you know, I looked up some, didn't look up some others. Some of the stuff I didn't look up, huge surprises. Sharpening stone that I paid $2 for ended up being $40-ish. The paprika, and then the other one was a, I don't know, white pepper or something like that. Vintage cans, spice cans. One was $24.99 free shipping. The other one $14.99 free shipping. I paid $1 a piece. I was on the edge on those. Will they be worth something? Won't they? They were. So my gut instinct was correct. Next thing going out. This one's great. B3B is vintage crements, cufflinks, and other accoutrement for a suit. I don't even know what these other things do. Let me see if I can locate them real quick. All right, it's these ones right here. I think one of them's for your collar, maybe button covers for the others. I really do not know. I'm not that fancy. For those, $62.99 free shipping. Right there, $62.99 free shipping. I got those at an estate sale. I bought the big bag of cufflinks and pins. That was one of them. I paid $30 for the whole bag. This right here puts me well over the profit, not on just the cufflinks, but everything else I bought at that estate sale. It was a great pickup. I was very proud of myself for spotting it, knowing what to look for, seeing it had value, because I had no idea that this brand, Crements, was worth anything, but I knew that there was value in the bag. Big score. Love it. $62.99. Fits in a 6x5 poly bag. It's awesome. Next thing going out, C4 is a Reebok Adrian Peterson, Minnesota Vikings jersey. Ow. Just stabbed myself on a piece of plastic, luckily. Now, the other day when I was doing yard work and stuck a rusty screw in my hand. But this one right here, I bought this one and a second Vikings jersey, which was a Jared Allen jersey. Jared Allen jersey sold for 45-ish. That one, $14.39 plus shipping. And I had paid $15 for the pair. I think might have been 20 for the pair, but I should have definitely passed on that one. I didn't look either one up. I saw official NFL jerseys and I said that's going to be okay. But I think, thinking back, Adrian Peterson probably should have passed. I think people are just over him in general. Next thing going out, it's a book, 1947 Collier's World Atlas, and I know I'm heading the wrong direction for a book, but it's a big old boy. This one right here, not super difficult to ship. I will bubble wrap that with just some small bubble, and then I have very large poly bags that will actually fit in. I do need to order some more poly bags, but poly bags, I can't believe how long I went without having regular supplies of poly bags. I would say 90% of the stuff I pack at this point is poly bags. I love it. $24.99 free shipping. I sent out an offer. I think it was listed $39.99, but the books were free. Don't care. Give me the money. Next thing going out is 2 vintage Tupperware in B1A. I can actually see them from here. These here. And they only have 1 lid, but 2 containers. At the time, thought that was a good idea. And what did that good idea get me? $10 free shipping. And you'd say, Drew, you just told me that you should just list the lids. Well, it's not all lids. The Cervalier lids with the ribbed top, those worth a bunch of money. These types of lids and some of your other lids, and depending on the color, not worth a ton of money. This one is probably a $7.99 free shipper. Next up on C5 is 6-piece in-tie bath bombs. Right up here. And I got, I think, 6 of these at a garage sale. And I gave 1 to my daughter and then sold the rest. I think she ended up putting like all of them in the tub at the same time. So I should have listed them all, but whatever. For that one, $13.49 free shipping. I don't remember at all what I paid for them. I think it might have been $1 a piece. It wasn't much. Next thing going out, it's a little more difficult packing day than normal, or what is been normal lately. Sony SCD CE95. Is it this Sony right here? Yes, CE595. This one, I would have got more money, and I've been offered more money, and I've already sold this one a few times, but it has this right here, which I think was just a modification for a generic remote or something. I honestly don't know. It could just be nothing. I just wasn't willing to peel it off and make the mistake, but it worked perfectly fine. I had to go through a lot of hassle testing that because it's an SACD CD player, and it's like a superior sound. It's I don't know what the SA stands for, but audiophiles, people who know, they will search out an SACD CD player because the SACDs, they have a higher quality, more depth to the sound. If you don't know, CDs and digital, CDs were amazing, digital, amazing, but sound quality, not amazing, because in order to fit the songs onto the smaller spaces, MP3, CD, they chop off the super high and the super low, and they kind of scrunch it down, so you don't get as full of a sound. For most people, you don't notice. For some songs, there isn't the extreme or whatever they need to shrink it down with, so it's not a big deal. But for people that are in the know, people with an ear for it, they want that. But for that unit, $45 plus shipping. Just happy to see it go. When I listed it, I think it was listed $74.99 plus shipping. And then when they sent me this offer, I went and checked to see how many were available, what they were selling for. There were 3 priced below the offer they sent me. So I said, okay, well, I got to take that money because they could just easily go buy any of these other 3. And I'm not going to wait for those 3 to sell mine for an extra $10. It's time to go. And speaking of time to go, I've been saying I'm really done with the bigger electronics. If I find a Sony DVD VCR combo, a Panasonic Omnivision VCR, I'm probably still going to pick those up because those have a great turnover rate as well as some higher value. Where some of this stuff's been sitting here for ages. As this slowly diminishes and goes away, I think I'm going to eliminate or at least reorganize this island I have. I like it. I like to walk around, especially when I'm thinking, or even if I'm doing listings on my phone, I like to pace. And I don't want to pace back and forth. The circle's better. We've been thinking, you know, as Thea's getting older, our youngest, it's going to be pertinent that she can be out here with me. And so just giving her some more space to play. And so I think what'll happen is maybe 2 of the shelves will end up here, 1, 2, so that I can still walk down here without it being a complete hallway, where if I have to get to this shelf, I don't have to walk all the way around and back down. It'll only come out to about here, and so it's not a big deal. And then back stock will probably predominantly be this shelving area over here, whether I move these over there or we just use that one, who knows. But that's my thought going forward once I get enough of these gone, is to eliminate this and open up the area a little bit. Also, I think Jen would like that. I think she likes more space. I think just for your headspace to have more space, I think is nice. Next thing going out, A5 is a Farberware power cord. A1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be this one right here. There we are, Farberware. I don't know what that goes to. It doesn't even say. Nope. $16.19 free shipping on that one. Next up is a book, So Little Time. That's kind of the story of my life. Here we go. So Little Time by John P. Marquand. And for that book, $9.89 free shipping. Next thing going out is a game, Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2009, I think is what it said. Here we go. It is for Xbox 360. Ooh, that's a big old bear. I just watched a video this morning of a bow hunter hunting deer, and a giant grizzly doesn't see him because he's in camo and hiding in like a half ramshackle blind type thing. And the grizzly just walks right up, pokes his head around the tree, and then once he realizes, it kind of spooks the bear, and the bear, you know, goes on. But I don't think I'd ever hunt again. I don't have that in me where if I survive, and I'm calling that survive, because that coin flip could have went either way. That bear could have got spooked, clawed you in the face, and you're dead. I don't think I'd ever go in the woods again. It was huge. It was like this in size comparison. It was a big old bear. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. $9.89 free shipping. Apex predators, alligators, sharks, bears, lions. No, thank you. Like, yeah, I'll watch a documentary. They're super cool. I don't want to be in their realm. I don't want to go on a safari where they got the lions and you're in like a Jeep cage and they claw at you while you're in the Jeep. That sounds terrible. That sounds like the thing that books get written about or movies get made about where you got eaten by a lion. Pass. All right, so let's get to it. 1,400th subscriber giveaway. Got the URL, filter duplicate users, answer this very difficult math question, and let's go ahead and get comments. Where are they at? Here we go. So 42 unique comments. That is definitely a new record. So let's see over here and get it kind of framed in a little better. Start. And Kelly Sanamore, congrats on 1,400 subscribers is her comment. Kelly, congrats to you. You have $30 towards anything in my store. And lucky for Kelly, she is local, so she doesn't have to pay shipping either. Everybody else, better luck next time. Next up, love this one. It's a Sansui A1100. And it's one of these Yes, this one down here that you can't see at all because I have garbage in the way. Actually, batteries for testing and cords for testing and all that kind of stuff. Let me see if I can get you some idea of what it looks like. All right, so this one down here, as you can see, also came with this unit, and there was a third part to it, and I think they were sold as just one unit. And I was just complaining the other day about the sale I went to where I bought all the Corning and Corel, and I should have just, it was 2 summers ago, and I would have been better off if I just passed. Thinking back, no, because that Sansui stereo system I got there for $15, and that part of it, it took a long time, but that section of it sold for $170.99. So when I say I'm done with electronics, I'm done with, let's see, like this JVC VCR that's probably $24.99 plus ship. Like this Sony that is $40 plus shipping. I'm done with that. That's this Tevion DVD VCR combo that's probably $40 plus ship. When I say I'm done with large electronics or larger items in general, that's what I mean. If it's a $170 Sansui integrated DC servo stereo amplifier model A110 Japan tested works, that I get $170.99, that I paid, there was 3 units, I paid $15 for all of it, so I paid $5 for, that I of course would buy. Is it a little more work? Yes. But when you're turning 5 into 170, I can't turn down that money. Jen would probably kill me. All right, I already got everything packed up and sent out to USPS, but the 2 larger stereo units, those are going to UPS or FedEx, and I'll pack those up today and take them in the morning when I go out to storage. But I thought this would be a good spot for tip of the day. And the tip of the day is when you're trying to figure out, say you don't ship a lot of items, so when you go to ship something, you buy your box at a Walmart or a Home Depot or a Boxery or whatever, wherever you get your boxes. How do I figure out what box to even get before I resize it to the appropriate size for my box? And the easiest way to do that is you measure, of course. So we got 18 by 16. So minimum I need 18 by 19, somewhere in there. That's, yeah, that sounds about right. 18 by 19, 18 by 20, somewhere in that range gives me a buffer to put some packing paper or whatever else around it. And all you do, add those 2 dimensions together, and then as long as overall length of the box flat, which this is 40, so yes, that would be in that range. As long as that dimension is long, might be time for a new tape measure. As long as that dimension is long enough to cover both dimensions, then at that point, you know you have enough coverage to resize the box to whatever shape, because this is actually an odd shape for a stereo unit. It's very square. Usually they're definitely more narrow. Sometimes they're a little longer, but usually they're not this wide. It's because this is a disc changer, so there's a big old wheel in there. But as long as you have the overall dimensions to cover those 2 dimensions, when you resize the box, you will have enough coverage. Without going into a full tutorial on how to resize a box, all you would do is take the side that needs to be resized. So I'm going to need more width, so I want to add width. So the length side would be the one resized. You measure while it's flat how far over you need that width to be, and then you score or you mark, however you want, however you do it, cut the tabs, and this becomes your new corner. This becomes a flat side, this becomes your new corner. But as long as you have full dimension to cover your 2 dimensions, you're good to go. So when you're shopping at Home Depot or wherever, you can easily reference, okay, I need overall this amount. And so while it's there, you can measure it, do the math in your head, because luckily on things like Home Depot boxes, they have the measurements on all the boxes, which is great. So you just add those two together. You know when you get back home, you'll know you have exactly what you need. Next thing going out, B3B is a Star Wars Burger King or McDonald's toy. I don't really know. Maybe it's Dairy Queen. Let's find out together. I mean, you already know because you saw it on the screen. From Burger King. And it's a little Stormtrooper from 2005. For that item, $8.99 free shipping. And then next thing going out, C3. And I don't know what happened, but maybe, I mean, I hate to say it, maybe a hurricane, where I wasn't selling any of these for literally over a year. I sold other umbrella covers, but specifically this CP902 was not selling, and now lately I've sold quite a few of them. So I'm guessing maybe people blew away, because this one is going to Puerto Rico. So I don't know if they got hit in the last hurricane, but I assume it was in that general area. But $27.99 plus shipping on that one. I did send out an offer, and another, as I said, I mean, this weekend, the cha-ching, you know, the cha-chings, every time you hear them, you go, oh yeah, sale, great. But this weekend, it was like cha-ching, oh, awesome. It was gotta show Jen, gotta, you know, check the sale total, watch it climb, that kind of thing. Because next one going out, C1 Vintage Pollyanna board game, which this is the second one of these I've sold, and I don't anticipate on finding another one. It's odd that I've found two, but I'm not going to pull it out right now because it'll just be in the way and it's worth a lot of money. But Pollyanna, this one was complete. Last one I sold was not complete, and that's the type of game where buy the pieces. Don't mess around with selling it at a discount. Go on eBay, buy the pieces you need, and then sell it as complete. It's worth it. For that one right there, $107.99 plus shipping. I actually got that one for my dad, so I didn't find it. So I think I paid him 30 bucks for it, something like that, which he's happy to get because he sells stuff in garage sales. He knows no one at a garage sale is paying him 30 bucks for this board game because that's just not what really happened. I could tell you the 5 resellers in my town. It's kind of how it is. So unless one of those 5 go there and specifically likes dealing board games or knows what it is, it's not getting sold for more than a couple bucks. And when I did get when I found the last one and it was missing some pieces, I needed like one red marker, character, token, whatever you want to call it, piece. And so, but I couldn't find to buy just one. So I bought a set of 4. Then I took the one I needed, 1 or 2 I needed. Then I listed the others, and I sold one of those for more than I'd paid for the 4 I'd bought anyways. Always ways to not only make you more money by, you know, adding something in, or even like if I'm trying to complete a book set, I'll always, if I only need one, sometimes I'll look and see, okay, I need this one, but I could get this set of 5. It has the one in it. I can relist the other 4, pays for everything I just bought, and I get the one for free. Stuff like that. It's just, if you're already doing the work, why not do the work and make a little money? Next thing going out, D3 is a Elite Reyes backpack. D123. Okay, can I get this out of here? Excuse me, Skeletor. Okay, it's this right here. And this came in a Mikhail mystery box. And I had never heard of this brand ever. Sold comps were almost non-existent. Worth point, not worth, sorry, Terapeak, I think we ended up finding one sold new for a lot of money. So we listed it kind of high and then got an offer for $30. I think it was listed $49.99 plus ship. So I countered with $39.99 and they sent me a message with an offer for $35. They said, I'm not trying to lowball you here, but the shipping just seems out of this, like extremely expensive. And so I looked and it was, and what it is when Jen listed it, she put it as regular priority, you know, cubic dimensions and shipping, but this can clearly, well, it's got like a I don't know if it's rubber or foam. I could probably fit this in a padded flat rate envelope, but I don't know if I want to do that. It'll really be mashing it to get it in there. But at the very least, because they paid $17.10 in shipping, at the very least, I could put this in a medium flat rate and it would still be less than what they paid for it. So when they said that to me, I realized, okay, I'm going to make some money on the shipping anyways. I'll take the offer. So 35 plus shipping, and I'll make another $5 or $6 on the shipping once I find the cheapest way to ship it. Next thing going out on B2 is vintage plastic candlestick. Almost like a blow mold type of thing. I picked this up and then things fell and now now it's getting worse. All right, get that out of here. Excuse me, Superman. All right, it's this pile here in the bag. I'm very happy to get these out of here. They just kept flopping around and they were a bit of a pain. And then I had sold the larger candelabra, not the individual ones like this. For those though, $16.99 plus ship. But the smaller ones, like this one right here that I'm about to grab off the shelf, like this one, it had to go first class and it was just too hard to ship first class, the last one that I did. So I actually ended up pulling this one out of the store because it was $13.49 free shipping or $12.99 free shipping. It was too much hassle. If I remember right, there was an issue with one of the bulbs broke. One of the lights wouldn't light up. Something where I ended up refunding them anyways. So when the offer came up for that one, I said it's plus shipping. That's okay. I get to take a number 7, pack this as careful as I want, take up as much space as I want. It won't matter because they paid shipping. But the other one, I said, let's get that out of here, and I just won't buy that again. $16.99 plus shipping for those. I actually countered their offer, kind of high, because I didn't want them to buy. I had enough stuff to pack today. I said, I don't really want to mess with those. Hopefully they don't buy this, but sale's a sale. And now we got some space. And next thing going out and last thing going out, D4 Arcadia Trail dog harness. And this was just one of those items. I sent out more offers on this item than I had ever sent out on an item. And I mean ever. I've probably sent out 50 offers, which in order to send an offer, someone has to have at least looked adjacent to your item. They don't have to look exactly at your item, but if they looked at something like it, or there's a lot of ways where you end up being able, they don't have to be a watcher to send them an offer. For some reason, this one was just send offer, send offer, send offer, send offer. I'm 50 offers is probably close to accurate estimation of how many offers I actually sent out for that item. $15.99 free shipping for this one. And I even went a little low because I was like, I'm sick of sending offers. I just want somebody to buy it already and get it off the shelf. So like I said, fantastic sales. Love it. Hundreds of dollars in sales. Just things are going good. I have mentioned before that I've considered doing some type of live, maybe just to test it out, maybe do just like a meet and greet or something, just a hangout type of thing. So if you could help me out, answer 2 questions. 1, would you be interested in some type of live? Maybe a live packing video, maybe, like I said, a live just meet and greet, Q&A, hangout, whatever. And if it is a yes to one of those, please let me know which one. What time of the day and day of the week do you think works best for that kind of thing? I find that lots of people do their lives in the evenings. I go to bed. I go to bed so early. I get up at like 5 o'clock every day, 5:30, somewhere in that range. So I'm usually, if I'm out till 10 o'clock, that's a late night, which is so weird because 2 years ago, I would be, 2.5 years ago, I'd be playing in bars with my band and I'd get home at 3:30, 4 in the morning. And that was a regular occurrence. And now that just seems like insanity. I can't believe I even did it. Because even if I'm on the couple times I've been on Nurse Flipper's live, I have to have a cup of coffee and buck myself up to it. And when the live's over, my house is asleep. I got to sneak into bed. I don't know. Maybe it's just because my kids are still so young, and maybe that'll shift once the baby is not an alarm clock every morning. Ooh, she likes to get up early. So yeah, just let me know. I'm babbling at this point. Let me know something that you're interested in. If so, when and what you'd like that to happen, and what you'd like to cover. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.